Okay, as you get ready to ring in the new year with friends and family, you may possibly be dreading the morning after. Come on, we've all been there. We've all been there. So joining me now with some tips on how to avoid, or maybe we should say manage, the hangover and feel better as you try to recover. We've got our local expert and goddess. I mean, look what I have to sit next to right now. Dr. Azadeh Shirazi. Good morning.
I love her.
I can't say I want to get much closer to you right now because, wow, you look incredible. So,
thank you.
So
all right,
sweet. Let's talk about it because there's so much planning that goes into having fun, but so often, especially on New Year's Eve, we overindulge. So
that's right.
What can we do the night before to help the next day?
Well, I think planning the night is important, and I don't mean to sound like your mother, but you really have to drink water. It sounds basic, but if you're going to drink alcohol, for every alcoholic beverage that you have, drink a glass of water. So alternate between the two, and that will help with that dehydration that the alcohol causes.
Yeah, because let's talk about what it actually medically does to the body. What is a hangover as far as what is the medical impact that we're feeling, that our body is basically trying to recover from?
So alcohol actually reduces a hormone that regulates water in the blood. So when you drink, your body is really getting depleted of the water. And it can also cause irritation of your stomach lining so that you can't really absorb water and food as much. So those are all, all the negative things that it can cause. One thing you can do to slow down the absorption of alcohol is eat. So when you're drinking, make sure that you're not doing it on an empty stomach, because alcohol can really damage that lining and make it more difficult to absorb nutrients and water the next day.
Okay, so let's talk about the next day. Now your body is recovering and it's dehydrated is what it sounds like. So does that mean you go for the electrolytes? You go for the Gatorade? Is that the go-to?
You could do that. I usually recommend that you, upon awakening, you want to drink a tall glass of water, because your body is not only dehydrated, but it's also been fasting all night. So when you first wake up, the first thing to do is drink a tall glass of water. It sounds basic, but it's really true. And then take an anti-inflammatory such as ibuprofen or naproxen, things like Advil. Because alcohol causes all this inflammation in our body, it'll be good to use an anti-inflammatory agent to help with all the symptoms.
So putting your face in a bucket of ice and water?
It's interesting. You brought in cold. So cold compresses actually help a lot with not only inflammation, but alcohol causes the blood vessels in your skin to dilate and causes flushing. So the cold compresses will help combat that. I usually also recommend green or black tea cold compresses, particularly around the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you get puffy, you get bloated. And so those cold compresses with black or green tea, which help draw out excess fluid that wants to get caught up around your eyes. So that helps a lot, too.
What about those hangover remedies? I mean, you see them everywhere. What's in those, and do they actually help?
Well, some of them have the anti-inflammatory packs, and then, the fluids as well. And so one thing that I usually tell people, too, is to eat your greens, reds, and yellows. So your inclination is that you want to eat greasy foods.
Oh, yeah.
But alcohol really depletes all the vitamins, especially vitamin A from your system. And so green, leafy vegetables will help replenish some of that lost
While you're
vitamin.
Drinking at night, or are you saying the next morning?
So both. You can prepare by doing it the day before, and also replenishing it the day after. So some of those hangover kits may have those vitamins, but you can get it naturally in those colorful veggies.
Is there really any way, though, that you can undo the damage you did the night before with a pill or a shot of a hangover remedy, or is it just time and maybe making some better choices next time?
I think that's the key, is time, and then nursing your body and learning a lesson to make better choices next time.
All right, and great advice, though. I think by simply having that every other glass of water, it's going to slow you down.
For sure.
And it's going to keep you hydrated.
For sure.
So.
And if you don't do that, then another thing you can do is a lymphatic massage the next day.
Oh, what's that?
And what that is you start at the base of your neck where your lymph nodes are, right under your ear, and with 2 fingers, just gently, you can do a circular massage motion, and then you work your way down to the base of the neck, because this is where your lymph nodes are, and that will help with lymphatic drainage, bloating, puffiness, and just help kind of flush out all the damage that the alcohol will do. And you can work your way up on the face as well.
What about, because obviously with New Year's Eve, so many people are drinking champagne and the sugar content of that.
That's true.
Is there a big difference as far as overindulging with sugary things like the wines and champagnes versus the hard alcohol, clear hard alcohols like the vodkas?
That's right. You know, I always say stick to vodka and tonic because the sugars are like salt. They'll increase your bloatingness, they'll increase your swelling. So if you stick to more of a pure, light drink, you avoid the sugar that's in all the alcohol.
All right.
So stay away from the umbrella drinks.
There you go. Stay away from the umbrella drinks. And obviously, with so many options out there with MTS, with Uber, with Lyft, if you are going to be partying it up in the next couple days, be responsible, folks. We've been covering these stories, talking with the police chief yesterday. Be safe, make a plan, and of course, do not drink and drive. All right, we've got more coming your way on Good Morning San Diego. Thank you so much for all the great information.
Thank you for having me.
Lymphatic massage. I'm going to start doing that right now. We'll see if my swelling goes down.